The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be live.
Greetings, my fellow warriors, for Mekano, and today we're going to discuss exercise. We all know, for me, I don't really entertain too many distractive exercises, but if I were to suggest one that should be used with machines, I will refer to the cable lab exercise. It's one of my first tools that I've used in building the physique I have today. When I first started in 2010, having no knowledge whatsoever of what I was doing, I've subjected myself to using the cable crunch, and I've seen somebody try it on the video, and since then it's stuck in my mind, and the moment I step into the gym, I tried it and I never let go. And there was this machine as well in the gym that mimicked the same motion. They barely have those anymore. It was at Bali, right? It was this ab flexion machine that had like a padding on your chest, so you get to lock the counterweight lever on your chest, and you were to crunch up and you know, apply some pressure. And I yet have to find any device that mimic the same motion. I don't think they make those anymore. So if I didn't have access to that machine, which was my favorite one that I hammered day and night, I had access to the cable ab crunch, and which you can find pretty much anywhere as long as you have access to a cable. You have access to the rope that you hook, the rope handle that you hook to the cable. That's all you need to perform a cable ab crunch exercise. And looking back, I think it's one of the most efficient ab flexion exercise you can possibly do. But to be able to reap the benefit from it, you have to perform it well, and you can easily tweak your lower back or not apply the right amount of pressure to your between your pelvis and your thoracic cage to be able to get the best out of this exercise. So to be able to perform it very well, you need to approach the cable machine, grab the handle in this manner, right? You grab it, you don't want to squeeze the whole thing, just apply the pressure between the two fingers, the thumb and the index, hold it tight. And now from that position, I want to extend the thumb and lock it to the top of your head. When you lock it to the top of your head, that will be the anchor for the load on top of the motion, right? And from that position, you descend to kneel down in front of the cable machine, and I want you to perform the same to apply the same setup that you have during a leg raise, right? You want to posterior pelvis tilt, right? Lock your hip joint there, and then tuck your upper body by bringing the pelvis close to the thoracic cage. Once you apply that pressure, you lock that too. Same thing you observe during a hanging leg raise or a simple leg raise on the Captain Chase machine. So from that position, all you have to do is bring your elbow down to your knees, right? Bring elbows down to your knees, and then extend back, open yourself back up to the top motion. And then you observe, once you get back to the top motion, I don't want you to release that posterior pelvis tilt and that top flexion of your abdominal muscle, right? So you keep the thoracic cage closing in as much as possible to your pelvis. Keep that pressure tucked the whole time throughout the motion of the cable ab crunch. So that's what you do. And the what you want to look to avoid is any time on top of the motion to release that tucking, right? You want to keep that tucking at all time. You don't want to release that tucking, which yield like a lower back extension. Any type of alternation between a lower back extension and lower back flexion, that's the type of stuff that leads to lower back strain, lower back injury. On top of that, you take away the optimal load that you have in the abdominis rectus that's being worked at the same time, the front side of your abs. So that's that. I think that's pretty much how you perform it. As you can see in the video, grab the rope, bring it to your to your temple right there, right above your ears, locking in. And as I said, locking in, do not hold in the way that you want to pull the cable. You just hold it, you're locking it on your head, and all you have to do is move your head down while you maintain your arms locked onto the cable. And then there you go, you have a perfect cable ab crunch exercise that will give you, I think, some good result. It yields pretty substantial amount of hypertrophy, I would say, in terms of transferability to skill and any other calisthenics movement. I couldn't tell. Obviously, I've gotten better by using all the tools that I've added to it. But I think in terms of hypertrophy, yeah, within 4 or 5 months, I was able to see substantial difference because I overloaded it, like hundreds of repetition, and yeah, it works like magic. And in terms of prescription, I would tell you to probably set a load that you can perform for 15 to 25 repetitions. Sometimes I would say even 30. That's something that you can go for a whole lot of repetition in one set, and that way you don't put so much load that you can strain your lower back by kind of trying to compensate for the weakness of your abs. And at the same time, you can do a lot of repetition to induce some hypertrophy and some metabolic fatigue, right? So that's that. And yeah, so that's about it. There you have it, the cable ab crunch. I hope it serves you well, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if it helped you guys, and what kind of video you would like to have broken down for you. Everything is and will always be in the mechanical way. Salutes.
The revolution will be live.